as you know, we are about to dive into Planet Remix. And as we get ready to get into the cipher, I do want to let you know that it is Planet Remix, and a lot of times we cover adult content. So at this time, if you have anyone who's a minor, I would suggest that you put your headset on or get yourself in a place where you can enjoy your time on Planet Remix. But until then, put the babies out, do what you need to do so we can be responsible while knowing our magic. This show, this information, we dive into a lot of things that are adult content. And so therefore, if you are a minor, I want you to stop what you're doing right now, and I definitely want you to get your parent or your guardian's consent before diving into the remix. Well, enjoy. Enjoy the share. Yeah, and keep knowing your magic. We just gotta be responsible while growing up on planet Earth. Oh my goodness. Peace and greetings, soul family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome on into Planet Remix Radio. I am your host, of course, Ms.Blue, the Soulful Oracle. I want to welcome you all in. Welcome on in Thank you all so much for joining me here live. Oh my goodness. What a week. What a week. We definitely are going to talk about it. But before we get into that, how is everyone doing? How are we all feeling? Are we catching these cosmic vibes that are out there? That's going on right now? And have you taken an opportunity to check in with you? To check in with you, especially after just walking through this amazing portal of a new era. Have you taken time to really sit with yourself? And even if today or the last couple of days have felt like a bit of a roller coaster, you're going to understand more about what is happening and what is going on. But I want to invite us all as we just sort of get ourselves situated. And by the way, I want to say welcome to everyone joining us in the Blue Room, as well as those of you who are listening live on the phone lines, because I will be talking with you as well. But I definitely want us to just take a moment and really check in with how you're feeling. How you're feeling in your body. How are you feeling in your life? How are you feeling about everything? Everything. How are you feeling just about everything that's happening, that's going on? It's a little wonky energy right now. And especially those of you who are dealing with a lot of the water on the planet. Emotions are really just releasing. And that's really, we are in the big reset, and we've come through that. And so many of us have chosen to step into our new era, have stepped into our new era at this time. But I want to welcome you on in. We're going to give a few minutes because we did start a little slow, but I want to say thank you to everyone who trusted yourself to come on over. Because right now, this is kind of that, there's a show that I did some years ago about what to do when your back is up against the wall. That's one of those. And the other one was to push through, the come through energy. And right now, the more that you begin to start coming through for yourself, showing up for you, putting yourself in a higher vibration, stepping outside of your comfort zone, doing more of those things, then you're going to be seeing some shifts and changes happen that probably you've been struggling with since 2017, since 2008, since right after you were born or right before you crossed over into your early teens, about your life, how you imagine your life to be, about you and how you imagine yourself to be, and where you thought at this moment and this time what you would be doing, what that would look like, and what you would be creating in the world. Oh my goodness, we got to chat and chill. We got to talk about the new you. And we're going to be talking, that's going to be the main focus of the calls that I'm going to be taking from you, is definitely about those of you, how to get there, how to get to the place where you can begin to start transforming you, going through your transformation, making those changes in your life.
so that they can start to reflect who you are. And then we have to get real. Because here's some of the other things, and I know it's been on your hearts because I've just been kind of surfing these cosmic streets for Planet Remix family. And I know that this is a question you pondered this week. And that is, what if I'm not able to do what I thought I could do? What if I have to come to grips with my reality and see what is truly possible? What if I have to sort of come out of La La Land for a moment and do something different? Well, hold that thought, because often it is not anything wrong with your vision. It's not absolutely anything wrong with you. But there is some things that need to transform in order for us to be able to create that keystone point in our lives so that we can embark and create the butterfly effect. And if you don't know what the butterfly effect is, it's a part of what's called the chaos theory. And there was a scientist and an astrologer who actually came up with this theory. He really came up with a theory about the keystone. But we all have heard about the butterfly effect. And it's literally how one action, one thought, one feeling, one vibration, one broadcast, because we are a broadcast system. We've been saying that for years. That one movement, perhaps what you're doing at this moment, can create a change that can occur on the other side of the world. It's like throwing a pebble in a pond. The same thing. That ripple effect that continues on and continues on and continues on and continues on. And it gets stronger and it builds momentum. And that momentum then increases in its frequency. It increases in its vibration. And that vibration begins to send out, yes, sonic waves. And those sonic waves begin to create streams and streams and streams until it becomes a sonic boom. And that boom, that explosion, that blast changes everything. So, now more than ever is the time to truly, I don't even know how else to say it. Now more than ever is the time to let the BS go. Now more than ever, you can't afford to bring something with you that is not serving you. Now more than ever, you cannot afford. And when I say afford, I'm talking about on an energetic level. You can afford to immerse yourself in behaviors, activities, negative, vindicious thoughts and actions. being in a place of anything that's outside of who you are creating yourself and your world to be. Yeah, you can't do it. Like, for so long, we wanted to be free, to be who we really are. Our ancestors didn't really have that opportunity because they lived in a time where you smiling could get you killed. You speaking at the wrong time could get your whole family destroyed. You being at the wrong place at the wrong time could change the trajectory of not only your life, but your whole community's life. But we're living in a time, for the most part, that we are free to express ourselves, to be where we want to be, to say what we want to say, to dress the way we want to dress, to work where we want to work, to think what we want to think. And yet, the consequences are even greater than our ancestors. Because now, this is a reflection of your soul. And you are truly responsible for you. Because with that freedom and that independence does come a level of responsibility. But I don't want anyone here to think of that as something to the adverse, because really it's very empowering when you think about it. It's so empowering when you really embrace it and understand it for what it is, because it gives you the freedom to create, to make a change, to be of service to others as well as yourself. It allows you to elevate your consciousness higher and higher and higher. Yeah. So just wanted to kind of drop those little gems on you. That's kind of been the theme in the readings this week. And I wanted us to chit chat because truly we are new. We're really not even the same person we were, at least I'm not, that I was on Monday. A lot has changed since then. And I know that many of you have been really being introspective. And for those who know, I am sipping on my Kuan cosmic tea as we speak. Let me ring the bell for Self-Invested. And shouts out to everyone in Self-Invested. But that's a fact. You have the opportunity to be different, to be something different, not something different as far as being something you're not, but being something that you've never discovered before inside of you. Being that. And understanding that you are consciously making these choices and these decisions in your life. And so if anything is going on, I don't care if that's with your health. I don't care if that's with the work that you're doing. I don't care if that's in your relationships. I don't care if it's your environment, if anything in your life is not serving you, you can make a change. But the change is not going to happen on the outside. See, too many times we look outside in the world and we think that this is where the change has got to happen. The change has got to happen from within. It has to happen from within. You're not going to get around the work. We've been saying that for eons. You're not going to get around the work. It has to happen inside, and it has to be for real, because when it is for real, you can feel it, and you're not afraid to feel it deep down inside. You're not afraid to feel it. You're not afraid to embody it. You're not afraid to face it. You're not even afraid to dive deep and recognize where you misstepped, where you misspoke, where you went wrong. You know how Erykah Badu says, back there, I made a wrong turn somewhere. I must have made a wrong turn somewhere. Somewhere back there, I made a wrong turn. That's some hard-ish to look at. Some hard shit to look at yourself and say, wait a minute. Somewhere, and I'm not exactly sure where, but somewhere I must have made a wrong turn. The power in being able to say that and to own that is that you can literally stand on your own square because you know, because you own it. Not to beat yourself up and not even to stand in it, but to see how you can begin to move forward. Now, we're going to be crossing over into the 11 portal that's coming up. Matter of fact, for some of you right now, it may already be March the 11th. And this is a portal. This gateway is opening. And sometimes we think when these cosmic and these opportunities are here for us, we must do no work and we're just going to, by osmosis, get the blessing upon blessing upon blessing. And in a way, you actually do. But remember this. The universe has one job. And that job is to give you exactly what you put out. That's it. One job. That's it. It gives you what you put out. It just has one job. That's it. You put it out, I got you. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to keep giving it to you till you can't get enough. So if you're saying to yourself at this moment in your life, I've had enough of this. You know what you got to do. You already know what you got to do. And you can't trick yourself out of your greatness. This is one of the things I love about the human being part of who we are. You can't trick yourself out of your greatness. Now, you can make yourself sick out of your greatness. If you want to deny who you are and you want to keep chasing waterfalls, as TLC talk about it, and if you want to stay in a state of illusion, or if you want to pretend that you don't matter, this world doesn't matter, and none of this matters. See, it's not that none of this matters. It's not that nothing doesn't matter. It's how you have to begin to start switching that perspective to yourself. And you have to become no matter. Listen at me. You have to become the no matter. Not that you don't matter. You are above matter. And you have to recognize that. You are the one creating the matter. But if you are so stuck in what's the matter, what is wrong, and thinking somewhere out there. Isn't that a song? Somewhere out, the deep blue sea, somewhere out there. Something or someone is going to make you matter. That is not going to happen. You have to become the no thing and recognize that you are above matter. You're above matter. So whatever is the matter, you have to get above it, because that is what we like to call on Planet Remix the 0 point, the sweet spot. You have to get above matter, or you will get caught up in everything that someone thinks matters. Just saying. Just saying. But welcome on in. I see all the beautiful people in the blue room. I want to give a big shout out to the moderators. In the blue room, Lola Falana is in the building moderating for us tonight. That is the first moderator I've seen. Want to give a big shout out to Self-Invested and the Self-Invested Workshop. Here's the other thing that I want to do. I want to give a big round of applause, and I want to say thank you to each and every single one of you for sharing so much love to the... Oh, sorry. I hit the wrong button. Sharing so much love to the Self-Invested astrology class members who came on, and boy, oh boy, did they drop it. And you guys show them so much love, but they did an amazing job. And I want to say love to all of them, and to all of you. Just sending so much love out to them. It was an amazing share, and they did an amazing job. And each one of you for showing your love, and you guys showed out in the comments. I definitely made an effort, and I'm going to go back and get some of the other comments for the shows, but to respond to the comments in the shows, it really, really means so much. So much, soul family. And I thank you all for sharing your thoughts, your takeaways, and really how you're beginning to move yourself forward in this very, very powerful time. And I want to say thank you to everyone in the Blue Room. Definitely Blue Room. You're going to get your shots out too, but we're going to do something a little special. There we go. We want to... Send that out to everyone in the Blue Room. I seen you guys sounding off already, but please share, where you are, where you're from, where you're representing, and all that good stuff. Share all of that good stuff, where you're checking in from. We're checking the vibes. I want you all to be safe out there. If you're just getting here, welcome on in. The first thing I want you to do is, wiggle your toes, stomp your feet lightly. We're not doing mad stomps here. Drop down in your body and check in with how are you feeling? How are you feeling right now? How are you feeling? So we got Los Angeles in the building. Welcome on in. Cali is in the building. Astronaut Warrior is in the house. We have Underworld God 500 in the building. We also have Natural, y'all know I love the names, but I'll tear it up. I'm going to call you the Natural Boo, representing Virginia in the house. Brittany Vibes, of course, is in the building. Welcome on in. The Neely Experience, representing St. Louis in the house. Welcome on in. And then we have the Balanced Beauty. Ooh, I absolutely love that. The Balance Beauty is checking in from Los Angeles in the house. Y'all are moving way too fast for me. I'm going to have to try to catch up. Let me see. Ashe Tony Tune is representing Covington, Georgia. Got a real interesting story about had a little fender bender in that city and was stuck there for 48 hours. Met some incredible beings in that city. Mega Miss Little representing VA in the building. Brittany Vibes representing the NC, the Carolinas, right? B Jody is representing New Orleans. Welcome on in, B Jody. And then Kathy Carter is representing H-Town in Houston. Welcome on in. Oh, Bake Chemistry is in the building. Stop the noise. I could use a little Bake Chemistry right now. Ooh, Cosmic Creatrix. Wow. Cosmic Creatrix. I love that name. And says peace from South Africa. I absolutely positively love that. Would love to know what part of South Africa. Cosmic Ray is in the house representing the VA. Good to see you, Cosmic Ray. Nicole is in the building and she's representing New Jersey. Welcome on in. And Infinite Wisdom. Every time I hear that name, it just does something to me. Infinite Wisdom. I get those J Electronica vibes. Representing Las Vegas. Welcome on in. Yeah, Creative Solutions. Ooh, we got a lot of creative energy going on tonight. Representing San Diego. Be safe out there. Welcome on in. Ken Ward is representing the OKC. Is that Oklahoma City or Oakland, California? I don't know. I'm a little slow. Let's go to Miss Laverne Cheesecakes. Wait a minute. Let me put this down. We got Bake Chemistry in the house. Miss Laverne's Cheesecake. We need to hear more about them cheesecakes right there. Representing Chicago. Representing Chicken in the Car and the Car Won't Go. That's how you spell Chicago. Welcome on in. Luna is in the building. Welcome on in, Luna. Let's see. Priestess Lisa is in the house. Welcome on in. And oh my goodness, got to give some. Quantum Lion is in the house, and you guys already know. And kicking it in the kitchen with Queenie. She done threw up some cookies. She not eating cookies, because kicking it in the kitchen with Queenie is doing another Juicy Juice month. I don't know what day she's on. Day 236, day 259, day 200 and I don't know, 13. But she is juicing And she is really, really holistically talk about new you, changing lives, not only her life, but being a beautiful representation for all of us out here. So shouts out to Kicking It in the Kitchen with Queenie. And there's a very interesting story behind that name. You'll have to ask her to share that with you one day. We have Brenda LJ in the building. Welcome on in, Brenda. Miss Mega Miss Little is in the house. Astronaut Warrior. We gonna shout you out again. Astronaut Warrior. Very interesting. Doreen is in the house. Gonna give her some sparkles and a little ching ching. We're gonna do that. Representing Self-Invested and the astrology class. Welcome on in. Random Brand is in the house. Welcome on in. Priestess Erica is in the building. Y'all are moving too fast for me. Where was I? Where was I? Did I lose my place? Let me go back. I gotta go back. Okay, Priestess Erica. Let's see. Astronaut Warrior. Nicole, we got. Yes. Let's see. Y'all are just giving each other so much love. I love that. I love that. Lola Falana is in the building. Wait. We got a good one. Are y'all ready? Jumping Frog Dream Creation. Girl, we gonna take that one to the bank. Jumping Frog Dream Creations. Love, love, love the name. And welcome to Planet Remix. What an awesome name. You know, frogs themselves are so magical, but I'm sure we don't have to tell the Jumping Frog Dream Creations about being magical and frogs and fertility and new you and all of that good stuff. But absolutely love the name. Welcome on in. Yeah, let's put some frogs in the building. Let's see. Where are we? I'm losing. Karmic Evolution is in the house representing the UK. Welcome on in, Karmic. Sending him so much love as well. And then we have, Margrieth. I don't want to say the second part to mess up your beautiful, lovely name. But welcome on in and welcome to Planet Remix. We have Phoenix Nebula in the building. Yeah, Phoenix got to get a little bit more amazing. Talk about magical being and a part of Planet Remix. As you guys know, for those of you who have one of the most exclusive Lucky Charms in the world, the logo I use for that is the logo that Phoenix did of me. That is amazing. That is out of this world. Baby Blue was just telling me she carries the charm on her purse and everywhere she goes. She was in Whole Foods, and when she was in Whole Foods, the cashier and people were stopping her like, oh my God, what is this? And she goes, that's my mom. So I love it. I absolutely love it. And I love that logo so much. He did an amazing job. He does amazing. He's definitely a part of this Renaissance movement, along with a lot of other creatives here on Planet Remix. So, and doing some very, very spiritual work with it, and some work talk about transformation. So shouts out to Brother Phoenix in the building. Want to send him so much love. And yeah. Rosalie is in the building. She said, just saw some princes and a frog nails a moment ago. Oh, wonderful. I love that. Let me see where we are with these names, because I'm all over the Yoni Melanin. Oh, you gonna get a Yoni Melanin. Now, you know that's powerful. You could say that 100 times, and that'll be almost like your little mantra. Love the name. Absolutely love the name. Love the name. Love the name. Wow. I absolutely love it. Love you guys. So look, I want to invite you. Brittany Vibes is in the building. I'm gonna shout Brittany Vibes out. I think I shouted her out, but I want to give you so much love, Brittany Vibes, because Brittany Vibes is, of course, a big part of Planet Remix, but she also has an incredible YouTube channel where she's doing some amazing things, as well as even on her Instagram page. You need to check that out. Check that out. Really, this is a place for all of us to connect and really just kind of, if you see somebody, look to the north, look to the east, look to the south, and look to the west. Some of the most incredible beings who've ever stepped foot on planet Earth resides here, where Planet Remix Soul Family hangs out, and in Astro Magic on Clubhouse. So look around you. Don't listen, do it, connect. Have fun, be good with each other, be real with each other and keep it in love. And it's all beautiful. So Brittany Vibes is creating some amazing spaces and doing some wonderful work herself. So sending her love. She always comes, always contributes. And listen, when nobody want to comment on a YouTube post, I can always count on Brittany. Brittany gonna come through and she's gonna share some real high vibrational thoughts, her share. She's going to really, really match that energy and give back. And I thank you so much for doing that. It really means a lot. And so many new listeners will be reading the comments, and they literally ask about you guys' names when they send me emails and said, "Oh, I read Brittany Vibe's comment, and then that made me listen to this show. And when I listened to that show, I discovered XYZ." So again, listen, let's show up and show out. We also have the healing coach in the room. Sister D Ray is in the building. Another amazing sister doing some very powerful work out here in the world with Planet Remix herself as well. So check her out, check her out, check her out. Definitely you want to check her out. You want to check her out. Triple Goddess London is in the house, and I don't need to tell you where she's from. It is there. She is from London. Yeah. From London, amazing creative sister as well. We have well over 130 plus people in the building. If you're here and you're feeling the vibes, and you're feeling the vibes, and you're feeling the vibes, click that like. If you haven't subscribed, I really not sure what part of the cosmos you trying to hang out in. I'm not sure what you're trying to do, but if you're here and you're vibing, click that like button, click subscribe, hang out with us for a little bit. And yeah, let's just keep learning and growing up on planet Earth. So I want to welcome you all into the cipher. We're going to listen to a little bit of Baby Blue. Welcome to everyone who's here. I could go on and on. You guys know how Baby Blue gets on me every single week. Mom, why does it take you 30 minutes to do an intro? At this point, we're at 40 minutes, but who's counting, right? Who's counting? Who's counting? And I want to tell you guys, I did tell you what I'm sipping on. So I'm going to tell you what I'm sipping on so you all can kind of catch my vibe a little bit. I am sipping on some Hua Yin Cosmic Tea. And those in Self-Invested, you all have that recipe. So I'm sipping on that. It's a little bit of what I'm sipping on. And then I have the cosmic skies. I am totally in the dark, right? Except for what I need to see. So I have my light over my portal, my PC here, and my board is lit up like all chakras aligned and systems ready to go. And I have the stars of the cosmos, the Milky Way galaxy swirling all around in my room. I have my crystals around me. I have my clair oil here. Oh, and I put about, how many drops? I put about 7 drops of liquid magic in there. And I have my favorite, absolute favorite lip balm that I use that I'm totally obsessed with. Number 306, the C.O. Bigelow, my C.O. Bigelow night balm, 8-hour overnight recovery. But I actually, low key, it's not a night balm for me. It's a 24-hour balm. I must have this on my lips at all times. All times. Like, I don't care. That's it. I'm a lip and lash girl. You won't catch me too dolled up unless Baby Blue is playing with some of my stuff. But some of her stuff, her cosmetic line. But I'm really a lip and lash girl. That's it. If I got my lips popping, moisturize, I got a good scent, got a good fragrance on. By the way, tonight I am wearing I Feel. I am dripped in I Feel. I have I Feel, and I'm wearing that tonight. That's what I'm wearing tonight. So, okay. Yeah. So we're going to have some deep conversation tonight. Now, I'm kind of making light of it cuz I want all of us to have a good time, but I already know the divine, my guides have already prepped me. So, I am definitely ready. I'm definitely ready. Ready for the calls, ready for the callers. Ready for all of you. Couple of announcements that I want to make. Do remember, first of all, let me say this. Let me go ahead and do this. Let me do this. Yeah. Thank you for the brothers in the back. Want to give a big shout out to everyone, every single one of you who have signed up for the new workshop. Galactic Frequency, the 3-week course. When I say y'all are showing out, y'all are showing up and showing out. Now, this course is going to start on the 21st. On the 21st. And I'll put the link in the room for anyone who's interested, or you can email question for Blue. I'm just going to send you the link. So you'll be going straight to the website where you will register. And again, you're registering on that website just so we can have accountability. Make sure the email address that you're registering with, it's the email address that you can receive your correspondence. As far as the portal, the gateway we're going to be in while going through the course, it's going to be for 3 weeks. But I actually have something that I must tell you all who have signed up for this 3-week course. The 3-week course is scheduled to start on March the 21st. Now, that class on March the 21st, actually, that is a bonus. I wasn't going to tell you all, but in the light of the new me, I'm going to tell you that's a bonus. So actually, you're going to be getting 4 weeks because that very first week of class, That is going to be a class that we are going to do in the astro. As you know, the 21st is the solstice. And that class, that is a class you will receive some downloaded information that is channeled specifically for galactic frequencies for that class. And you will be doing your work ahead of coming to class. And then we will resume after that. So I'm thinking about the official day is going to be the 23rd, even though we will be doing classes on Tuesday. But for that week, I need you to tap into some energy. I need you to be in a cosmic alignment, and you all will. So have no fear. Have no fear. You will get all of this in writing there. So you're going to get, actually, instead of getting 3 weeks, you're really going to have 4 weeks. 4 weeks. We're going to be doing the work. And all of the details are there. I don't want to keep going back into the details, but I definitely want you to, if you're feeling called, if this is something you want to learn more about, how to run your energy, how to use your energy for creation, how to use it for manifestation, how to use it for overall healing of yourself and others. We're going to be diving in, and this is just part 1. This is just part 1. Wow. Thank you, Abdullah Ruise says, thank you for all you do, Miss Blue. Thank you so much for that super chat donation. That does my heart well. And many of you have been sending donations. And I want to say thank you to each and every single one of you publicly as well, too. So thank you so much. All of that goes back into this platform. It goes back into building Planet Remix and a lot of work. So thank you so much. That was beautiful. Know if you're in that class, oh my goodness, we are going to have an amazing time. And let me tell you why. I was working with my guides, and there's some more information they gave me. And believe you me, if I unleashed the dragon, we would be doing that work for years and months. But I'm definitely going to give you some things that are really transforming for this time. And believe you me, this is the perfect time. I'm so excited for each and every single one of you coming to the class. Teaching is something I love. But can I tell y'all something honestly? I never thought I would love teaching. Never. That was never a thought of mine. I think my mother told me when I was in elementary school, because I loved my elementary school teacher in Brooklyn, New York so much at PS 45. I said I wanted to be a teacher growing up. But after that, I didn't want to be a teacher anymore. That wasn't something I desired to do. And I say that to you because as I just started to experience different things in my life, when I came into deeply falling in love with the things that I've done, and I've been through different phases like many of you. So there was times that I was totally and still am to some degree in love with everything that has to do with fashion and interior design and feng shui and textiles and textures. I loved it. I absolutely dreamt and, went to sleep and woke up and just was in love with it. Matter of fact, I have a degree and I went to school for it, for fashion, merchandising and interior design. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And then there was a time that I loved the entrepreneurship route and building a business and, creating something that could open up jobs and opportunities for so many people. And I will tell you, low key, that is still my dream, to bring that entrepreneurial vision into light. And I went to school for business, and I still love that. I still absolutely love that as well, And, there was a time that I really, really loved and sort of was still scared and thought about radio, which is interesting because someone mentioned it to me. I'm not going to mention one of my childhood friends' name, who's very successful right now in radio, but she was the one who told me, "You're the one with the voice. You're the one that should be doing radio, not me." But I secretly loved it. I secretly just was in love with radio. Not me being on the radio because I never loved my voice, but I would just sit up at night, cut the radio on when I was supposed to be asleep, and just hear the voices and the sounds. I loved it. But I didn't know that I would be doing radio. So this is why I always stress to you, find what brings you joy, because you never know what you will discover about you in it. I absolutely love going for walks on a beautiful sunny day. I've had some of my best amazing aha moments, strikes of lightning that happen during that moment. Walking in the sun, not thinking about anything, not worrying about anything, walking, driving, and going on long distance trips. I love driving across the country. I've shared many of those stories over the years with you guys about me taking a trip. It's just like a spiritual cleansing for me. I could feel the ley lines as I'm crossing from city, the state, and place to place. I love it. I love to drive. I love to get on the road and just see the world. If I could do the whole world driving, I would absolutely love it and do it. Love it and do it. It is a real spiritual experience for me to drive. Some of my best, some of my best moments about discovering things about who I am and myself, I had while driving. While driving. So when you're lost, when you're not sure what to do, find what brings you joy. Take a moment, take a pause. I know many of you say Planet Remix brings you joy. And guess what? It brings me joy too. But I know Planet Remix brings you joy. And when you're here, this is why I tell you, you will be receiving activations, downloads, uploads, aha moments, sparks of light, and you will too discover so much about who you are. Who you are. Yeah. Listen, M3GAN. I don't know what that means, but you might want to get a grip, because we not here for that tonight. We not here for no AI. We not here for no bots. We not here for none of that. And you can go back to wherever they sent you. So I know I got the moderators in the building. I know they on it. So, yeah, so I want to share that, but enough about me. You not a bit? Well, if you can't spell bot, baby, you might not be a bit, but you might be a bot. But we don't need nobody designed to be a friend. Okay? We don't need that. We don't need a designer here, because we're all designers here. So, you know. Yes, this is one of those shows that I'll get at you. I'll get at you. Yeah, I'll get at you. It's one of them nights. We'll get at you. Yeah. Just get your mind right. You're a troll. You trolling? Oh, okay. That's all right. We troll too. We troll and we stroll. We do all of that. You in the right place. And maybe before you leave, you'll understand what trolling really can get you. You gonna mess around and find out tonight. You're gonna find out for real. You're in, oh, wait a minute. How many of you remember you doing the ad for the movie? Oh, I'm sorry, Megan. Did y'all, wait a minute. Speaking of which, we got to talk about that. I'm glad you got your mind together, Megan. I'm glad you got your mind together because you was about to find out tonight. And in the movie, you may be advertising for Megan, but we was about to Megan you. We was about Megan the Stallion on you. We was about to do that. That's what we was going to do. But let's talk about that movie, Megan. Have y'all seen that? Do y'all know what that movie is about? Yeah, we going to talk about it. Since Megan is trolling, and I'm quite sure, what do you get, Megan? Like $1.50 a troll or something? I don't know, but we'll help you out a little bit because I do want to talk about this movie for a second. So anyway, have y'all seen the advertisement? Have y'all seen the advertisement for this movie? By the way, Megan the doll is in there and she is over there twerking in the movie. Oh, I wouldn't dare watch the movie. Oh no, I wouldn't dare watch the movie. It's about this doll. Her aunt or somebody is working with AI and Megan comes in to become the friend and she's the friend to the doll, to the girl. And then, you know, when the kids are like bullying the girl and doing something, Megan is killing people, you know, and then she's basically taking over the girl. So you should really be careful who you model yourself after. Because you do know what's going to end up being your self-destruction. You done came in here and told us that that's you around here doing that. Well, anyway, I just thought it was funny that they had the doll twerking in the advertisement of the movie Megan. I thought that was real interesting that she was out there twerking. She was twerking. Yeah, I just told y'all the whole movie. Oh, spoiler alert. Wow. I'm sorry, you guys. Anywho, she's not twerking. Well, I don't know what y'all call it, but that little dance she was doing, sweetie, that's called a twerk. When she in the hallway doing like this with the little jacket on and she's dropping down, that's a twerk. Yeah. Matter of fact, they're thinking about making twerk actual Olympic sport. That's a twerk. Yeah, it's a twerk. Yeah. Maybe you call it something else, but it's a twerk. It's a real twerk. It's a twerk. Oh my goodness, some of you guys some of you guys actually no, that's fact. They are thinking about making twerking an Olympic sport. I don't know who the judges could be. Like that would be interesting. Like who would judge twerking? Who would judge that? Who would judge twerking? Like who could be the judge of that? I don't know. I don't know who. Could we get Megan the Stallion, you know, to be one of the Olympic judge in twerking? Anywho, enough of the foolishness. But we're always up for a good time. We certainly are. I'm going to go to the phone lines. I want to give out the call in number 515-605-9794 is the number to call. You're going to press 1 once you get on the phone lines because that's going to let me know that you are here and you want to speak to me. And for our international callers, you know what you got to do. You got to dial the U.S. country code, then dial 515-605-9794, and that's going to get you locked in. Or you can go over to blogtalkradio.com/the remix, and you actually can click the direct connect. It should be there, and that is going to allow you to come on the phone line so we can talk to you. But let's listen to a little bit of Baby Blue. Let's do that.
La the remix. Hey, this is Baby Blue. And remember, if nothing else moves, life will.
That is so true. Say it with me. If nothing else moves you, life will. Say it with me. If nothing else moves you, life will. If nothing else moves you, life will. That's for sure. So we're going to go to the phone lines. When you get on the phone lines, please make sure I'm just going to kind of jump around. So please be ready when you get on the phone lines. Make sure you don't have, too much noise going on in the background. And also make sure that if you're also in the blue room and you're also on the phone lines, that you make sure you turn the computer speakers down so we can hear you nice, clear, and loud. So we're going to go to the phone lines. Let's go to the caller calling in from area code 8436. You're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from. Okay, we're going to try that again. I know it's a little bit of a delay, so I said 846. 8436. Going once. Going twice. Gone. Okay. We're going to go to the next caller. Calling in from area code 7049. 7049, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Hi, Ms. Blue.
Hello.
I'm Kimberly from Charlotte. Hold on, I hear some background.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, hi, I'm Kimberly. I'm calling from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
How are you this evening?
I'm beautiful. How are you? And one of my favorite places, I love Charlotte, North Carolina. I love the Carolinas. So beautiful. Thank you for calling in. Is this your first time, Kimberly?
Yes, ma'am. I've listened to your show for many years, but this is my first time actually learning how to call in and speak to you, so I'm excited.
Oh, we're excited too. Oh, that's so beautiful. Well, welcome to Planet Remix. I'm going to give you some sparkles. Got to give you
Thank
some
you.
sparkles.
Ooh.
You felt that, didn't you?
Yes, I did. It's that my body is tingling now. But my question for you, Miss Blue, is I've been doing kind of this ancestry research for about 10 years, and I'm researching my mother's side.
Beautiful.
She came to the United States when she was 8 years old from Cologne, Panama. Just recently, I was able to understand what my grandmother and grandfather's name, but it's just like, I don't know if it's just the whole diaspora and just, I haven't been able to kind of go past that. So I was asking your help today to kind of learn where my great grandma what country are they from?
Are they from
And I'll
there?
just keep it simple like.
Well, interesting enough, and I'm glad you brought that up. And I'm gonna tell you
Mm-hmm.
why. Because let me ask you, what do you feel put you on this quest? Um,
Just being a Kimberly in
mm-hmm.
Charlotte, North Carolina. I've been here for over 20 plus years, but the song like, "Oh, I'm an alien. I'm a legal alien. I'm a Jamaican in
Yes,
New York." So
yes.
I've always had that background just
Mm-hmm.
living in North Carolina. I never found another Kimberly. I never found somebody that was from the Virgin Islands or
Mm-hmm.
had a mom from Panama and a dad from. So
Mm-hmm.
I've had. So that's what kind of got me
Mm-hmm.
really tapped into this journey to kind of find out who my people are and where they are from.
Where they
Because
originally
just
from. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
where we originally.
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea, but
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
could confirm it, I will hone into that
Yeah.
identity.
Yeah. I wanna kind of give you I'm looking into your energy, looking into your Akashic records, but I also want to kind of call you to something here. And so you can understand what's really at the root of what's happening. And what's really at the root of what's going on is you doing some soul searching on you.
Hmm.
You understand? So I think it's beautiful that you're diving into this whole ancestry sort of lineage and really, really just trying to, figure out where that ancestry is coming from. I'm going to give you some areas to really, really look at. And one of the first places your guide is showing up is telling me Costa Rica. So
Wow.
I don't know if Costa Rica came up, but Costa Rica is really, really coming up. Is that this is initially where your ancestors came from? They came from Costa Rica, or what we would know at this time as Costa Rica. Let me just say it like that.
Hmm.
And they came from Costa Rica in that particular area. And a lot of what they came into this particular region and how they got to Panama had a lot to do with, interesting enough, interesting enough. Let me check. Let me check one more thing. Let me check one more thing. So it was an interesting voyage.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was a very interesting voyage, and a big part of that voyage that went back to dealing with the from Costa Rica. Even though a lot of people look at you and they see sort of the indigenous people in America, because you kind of look like you have that look about
Yes.
you, like you could be Native
Yes.
American. And this is
Yes.
because of your ancestors at that particular time, which I show that, let's see, wow, wow, wow. Yeah, so very, 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 very. And it's also taking me somewhere else. So I feel like one of your ancestors is taking me to Costa Rica, but then another one has warped me into Mexico. So it's kind of this blend of lineage that there's multiple multiple things that is in there. A little bit of that, a little bit of the African diaspora, which all of it is, of course, but you know what I mean, of the Africans coming here as the generation started to propel themselves into America and going through that whole slavery. And then they married into the family and they had a child. And then that child then ended up growing up, marrying someone else. And so this is bringing sort of the Mexican sort of kind of lineage coming in from that, from that region. And then I also see a little bit of European, some of that, some of England, some of that blood coming in there. So you, in essence, you're a hodgepodge of beautiful
You're
coming
right.
together.
Right.
That's
And,
what I'm picking
and
up.
I like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I love that message because it kind of confirms that I feel like a global citizen
Yes.
as I'm doing my ancestry. Like, just it's
Hmm.
been touch pointing everywhere, and you just come because, like, if you see me, I am like this. My son calls it a butterscotch skin color, and I have not met another orange person
Hmm.
like that. So that is very helpful. I love
Yeah.
the countries that you gave
Yes.
because that just yeah, I
Hmm.
could go visit that and maybe get some downloads that way.
Yeah, you can. And here's
Oh,
what I
okay,
want you to
cool.
know because I think it's so beautiful. That whole ancestral lineage, I think it is a path that really opens us up to higher consciousness because a big part of what you're searching for, I want you to know that all of our ancestors lives inside of us, right? Like they're there. We are literally our own, we're the ancestors, and the same blood that ran through them is running through you. And so I'm not going to say it's a waste of time. You get to do what you want, but I want you to know that there is something that's at the root of this. And I need you to dig a little deeper because this has to do with you wanting to be of service in the world and figuring out what your next step is of what you want to do.
Amen.
This
So
is
be it.
this
Yes.
is what this is really about. So,
Right.
in the process of you doing this searching, that you begin to do some soul searching with you. Right now, tell me about what kind of work you do.
I am I am a in IT. I work on computer networks.
Mm-hmm.
I build networks
Mm-hmm.
and I am a programmer.
Yeah.
So
So let me
that's
ask you a
what I do for
question,
work.
a very honest question. Do you love what you do?
It feels very thrown in a closet kind of type
Yeah.
of thing, and I don't like that. It's like running. No, I don't like it.
Thank you.
I
Thank
want
you.
it to
Thank
actually
you.
help people and
Yes.
solve problems, and not
Thank you.
just yeah.
Yes. Thank you. I want you to know that this is at the root. I don't want you to stop your search though, because this is going to allow you. Because let me tell you something. When I was just here, going in your records, I seen this woman, and this woman was standing next to you. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can remember who this
Gonna answer
woman
a question
is.
that I had in my mind.
I'm gonna
Oh, I hope
give
you
you the
do.
name of this woman. Let me see if I can find her. She's smiling at me right now. Let's see how good my spirit guides are leading me
Oh,
tonight.
you're good. Oh,
Let's see.
there's no doubt about that. Spot on. I was like, I heard the call from 2 days ago when you reached out to the Fox. I was like, nope, gotta call in. She know what she doing. Yeah,
Well,
so
thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna I'm gonna give you is this her? Wait a minute. I gotta make sure this is her. She's giving me something to look for. Yes. Her name is Dr. Marano Croak. I think that's how you say her name. Dr. Marano Croak. Last name is spelled, or maybe it's Croak. She is the inventor of initiated and holds the patent for the voice over internet protocol, the VIP development. But she also owns over 200 patents. And her patents make applications such as Zoom, that we all love, and Skype possible. This is her. And her background is in quantitative, and she's a quantitative analyst. She also has degrees in social psychology, and her dissertation examined factors that impact biases. And she graduated from the University of Southern California, and she has more than 200 patents.
yes, ma'am.
And
Oh wow.
get this, you can reach out to her and you can even let her hear this, because currently, right now, I believe she is working for Google. And she also helps companies with diversity in developing artificial intelligence, but responsibly, and making sure that it has a
Thank you.
positive impact. So she's one of the four
Yeah.
leaders, and she is one of your living spirit guides that is here. And so instantly, your guides referred me to her. And as soon as you said, I work in IT with computers, but I want to do something that impacts the world, you said, and is helping people. I want you to research her, because you have her standing by you and you have this symbol. And I don't want to give this symbol out because, like, this is my ish, right? I'm going to keep this symbol to
Mm-hmm.
me. But whenever I see this symbol, Kimberly, let me tell you, you are an inventor. That means that there is inventions that you will invent in your lifetime. Now, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh.
Yes. Oh,
Ooh.
yes.
Ooh. My God. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you.
You're
Yeah,
so
because it's
welcome.
been real mundane
Yes.
and boring,
But
and
listen,
I want it to be magical, and that's the only.
yes,
Mm.
everything that you're doing is preparing you for what you will do. And so I want you to hold steady the course. So your ancestors got you to call in so you could figure out that this chat and chill, the new you, would finally show up.
Yeah,
You get it?
yeah, because I ain't even say it before. However, what it is that we need just to be able to pick up something and connect with our family, because I'm not locally connected with my family. It's
Mm-hmm.
global, but we're so far everywhere. So
That's right.
yeah,
There
that's
you
it.
go.
That's it.
You got your assignment. We are excited, and I am truly honored for this to be your first time not listening, but calling in and getting through on a night so powerful
Yeah.
as tonight. So, blessings and love to the new you. Just keep doing what you do. Do not give up. Anyone who tells you what you have, because you already have the vision inside of you, it can't be done. You tell them, skedaddle, because you got this. And I
Right.
do want you to
Out of
reach
here.
out to the doctor. Reach out to her because you are doing the exact work. She is looking for that soul group and you're a part of it. I promise you that. Make sure you come back. Let us know how things go. Blessing and love to you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Much love.
Much love. Peace and love.
Whew.
How exciting is that? Oh my goodness. I absolutely love it. Let's go to the next caller calling in from area code 7744. Look at those numbers there. 7744. You're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Huh? Hi, Miss Blue. It's me, Marge.
Hi, Mar.
Um,
Hi. Wait,
it's, how are you?
I'm good, Marge. You said Marge like you not the Marge from the
It's
chat.
Marge, like Marge. So you read my name. Yeah. So my you read my name. It's Margaret Geza. It's like
Oh, okay.
Ngueza. Yes. So it means I arrived in
Ooh.
Kimbundu. My parents are from Angola,
Mm-hmm.
and they're from the Kimbundu tribe. My
Wow.
mom has like direct lineage to like the kings and stuff, the king of Angola, and my name means I arrived because I have a big
Oh,
age gap between me and my brother.
yes. Beautiful. And where are you calling
So
from again?
yeah, I call from Boston.
You're calling from Boston. Oh, wow.
hmm
Amazing. Beautiful. Is this your first time calling in?
Second time calling. I got on the phone. I think it was like January or beginning of February.
Okay. Well, welcome back in. And where are you
hmm
originally from again? I want to make sure we all heard that correctly.
So my parents are from Angola.
Oh, from
Um,
Angola. You know what? We have lots of listening.
yeah.
We've been trending in Angola.
Oh yeah, I'm not surprised. You know, it's really the conscious conversation in the community and the young people. Really,
Mm,
it's amazing right now. Like the energy is so high.
wow. I love it. That's one of the countries I was really
hmm
shocked that I kind of gave out a couple of weeks ago. And I was like, wow, look at the places we're trending in. Yeah. No, 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 you guys. She's not Megan. She ain't Megan. She's the other sister. Oh my
No,
goodness.
Megan. Oh,
She's
I see my sacred sisters in here.
yeah.
Shout out sacred sister. I'm in a sacred sister circle. D-Ray sacred sister circle. It's amazing.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. You're talking about the Sacred Sisters for Queen Afua?
With D-Ray.
Oh, with
The
D
healing
Ray. Oh,
circle.
okay. Okay. Sister D Ray.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Amazing sister, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, beautiful. And thank you, Brittany Vise, for the super chat donation. She said, sending much love, light, and joy. Beautiful. So let's talk about it, Marge. Let's talk about it. What's going on?
Yes. So, just the thinking about the new me. I feel like I've been making so many decisions that are good for me, and I was doing a lot of the work on a.
Yes.
I'm still doing the work on like a spiritual level,
Hmm.
trying to do things metaphysically, trying to live life as an alchemist, right, and make the best out of all my situations.
Yes.
But and I was like, I was pulling the cards for myself,
Yes.
right, because I was like, it's been a while. I had touched my tarot deck, and I got the devil card, and I really feel like every day since I pulled that card, I realize a way that I get in my own way, or
Mm,
I stop myself from
mm,
doing what I need to do, and like I can't like look around it anymore. I have to look at it,
mm-hmm.
and yeah. So
So,
it has been good. It's been
yeah.
fulfilling, but I'm having a disconnect with. I'm trying to feel joy. I feel like I have everything that I really intended and manifested for myself. I'm not needing for anything except for to enjoy myself. And last time I was on the phone, the blue room, they were telling me to leave with love.
Yeah.
Um, and I think it feels more heavy than I imagined.
Mm-hmm. So tell me what your question is. If you could put all of that
I
into a question,
hmm
what would your question be?
um how do I start how do I start to get over myself and show up for myself?
How do you start to get over yourself and show up for yourself? And how do you feel you're not showing up for yourself? I really want you to explore this because you said a lot about the work you've been doing and you feel like you're in your own way. What is it
Mhm.
that you feel is missing?
Uh, just like mostly right now dealing with like procrastination, knowing that it's based in fear, um, trying to reprogram so that I can just do
But
the things
listen,
that I
listen,
want to
listen,
do for myself.
listen, listen. You're saying the question and then you're giving the
Yeah.
answer. And you know what that tells me?
Mm.
You know what that tells me, Marge? Do you know what it
What does it
tells
tell
me?
you, Miss Blue?
That tells me that those are not your words.
Mm.
That's what it tells me. That tells me that that is not coming from you. I want you to really hear what I'm saying. That
Mhm.
those are not your words. You're saying I procrastinate and I know it's based in fear. So let's dive a little deeper if you don't mind diving deep. What
I
is
don't
your
mind.
what is your fear? What is your fear? Because you said it's
Mm.
all based in fear. What is your fear?
I'm scared to disappoint myself.
Nope. You just made that up, but I love it. It sounded
Or that I
good.
can't
Hold
or
on,
that I
hold on,
can't
hold on. Stop for a
um
minute.
yes.
You just made that up, but that was really good. If I was a novice, I'd have fell for that. But that's not it.
Of not loving properly.
Not loving who properly?
Me,
No, that's not it.
other people, like other
No,
people, myself, other people,
no,
romantically,
no,
my mom.
no, no. I want you to listen to this and I want you to tell me how it feels
Mhm.
versus what your mind is telling you. Because personally, this is what's getting you into all this trouble is you keep listening to your
Mm.
mind. Okay? Number one, I want to let you know that you are very, 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 very clairvoyant. And when you get a vision, you do make it happen. But the problem is you're taking in other people's vision of you and not taking responsibility for your own vision of you and not listening to your heart. But there is nothing wrong with you. Absolutely nothing. If I had to write you out a spiritual prescription, it would be to clear out all the noise, to go into silence and listen to your heartbeat for at least 48 hours so that you can get back in touch with that beautiful, divine you. But there's nothing wrong with you. You're not in your own way, you're in someone else's way. That's the issue. You're not in your way. You have given your way away. Get back into you. Listen to what you think. Listen to the way you feel. Sit down and get you some goals of what you really want, not some bullshit that looks good on the internet, not some stuff that you see while strolling the gram, not a YouTube video or a life people are pretending to be, because the truth is we're all struggling. We all don't know it all, and we're all trying to figure it out. And you must do your work. You say you are doing the work, but the work that you're doing is in your mind. And that's okay, because now we have to make it real if you really want it. It can't stay in your mind. It can't be these stories that when you were a young girl, you used to make up these amazing stories that were so beautiful. Can't be that. These are stories you have to live. Take your vision for yourself, and you have to live it. You have to live it right now. You have to do that. But you're not in your own way. You're not a procrastinator. But you know, the heart and the body and the spirit has a way of letting us know when we're on the wrong course. Sometimes we think we're in our own in our own way, and the truth of the matter is we're going the wrong way. So find out what brings you joy. Find out what makes you happy and begin to do that. And then wait on your orders from God, the universe, divine, whatever you call it, the Most High, to tell you when to move forward. And stop listening to the cues of everything outside of you and start learning how to tune in to you. Honestly, for real, for real. That's it. That's it. Nothing is wrong. You don't need to be fixed. There's nothing wrong with you. And I want to put this out there, and this is for everyone. You absolutely never have to agree with me, and you never have to do what Ms.Blue says. Because everyone is powerful. Every one of us is magnificent. Every single one of us. There's nothing wrong with you. And as far as you facing those parts of yourself, you face them every single day. You're not running from them. Now, it sounds good to say you're not facing them, but you're facing them. You're just not doing anything about what you're facing, because the truth is you have to go within you. Period. You're not going to get around it. We have beautiful people around us to help us and support us. But I'll tell you something my daddy told me, and I never forgot. You can bullshit the world. You can bullshit people in your life, but never bullshit yourself. Figure out what brings you joy. Figure out what that is. Figure out what makes you happy. And get into that frequency before you jump out here and just start to do something because it feels good in the moment. Yeah. So that's...
I receive it all, Ms. Blue.
You're so welcome.
I receive it. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome. But before you go, you got to take some sparkles. You ready? I need you to drop down in your body, Marge. I need you to just drop down, wiggle your toes, and drop in your body. I'm going to send you some sparkles. Let me know when you're ready.
All right.
I need you to go. I want you to get right. I need you to get right in the center of your yoni. That's how far I want you to drop down. So drop down a little bit more. Right there. Hold it. Hold it. Right there. There you go.
I
Yes.
love it. Thank you, Miss Blue. Thank you, Blue Room. I
Y-
see all the comments in there. I'm
You're
gonna comment too. I appreciate you all.
you're so welcome. We appreciate you as well. And peace and love. And come back and let us know how it's going. Peace and love. Hold the line. How beautiful. How beautiful. Let's go to the next caller calling in from area code 6267. 6267. You're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where are you calling from.
Oh, greetings, Miss Blue. It's Roz from Los Angeles.
Oh, greetings, Roz. How's the weather out there? Oh, my goodness.
It's raining. It's cold, but it was a good cold rain today. It
Okay,
felt
good.
very cleansing, and
Mm,
I didn't witness like a whole bunch of people driving crazy like it usually is. Well, some were driving fast, but it was
yeah.
just nice weather.
Okay, beautiful. So you're not in the any of the areas that's flooding and doing all that quirky stuff, huh?
No, thank goodness. Not
Yeah.
on the streets, the surface streets. You could tell that there's a lot more water, but again, thank goodness there's
Mm-hmm.
no like real flooding or catastrophe. It's crazy over here.
Yeah. Well, beautiful, beautiful. Mm.
I'm feeling so good. All those first two calls resonated
Oh,
so
yeah.
well, just with things that have been happening in my day in the past week. The last time we spoke, I wrote my womb a beautiful love letter.
Ooh,
Had some real quality.
good, good.
Everything pretty much came to pass there. I feel well.
Beautiful,
I'm
beautiful.
really just grateful to say thank you to get through this. Say thank you,
Oh, wait a
thank you.
minute. The last time we talked, I won't bring it up, had something to do with socks.
See what huh?
That's an inside joke. If you know, then you know. If you.
Yeah. So I'm teasing. Why do my cheeks hurt? I got a 6-pack on the face. I'm grinning so hard. This is good.
Yeah, I
This
just
is
thought
good.
about that. I just thought about that. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Yes, yes. But go ahead, Ross. Go ahead. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Um. So I am really. I feel as though I am in a sort of initiation.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to the activation today, and
Mm.
it's funny. I missed the live. I knew I had to go in. Thank
Yeah.
you, Mr. Dante, for reminding me as soon as it came in. But I can tell you that for me, it was perfect to listen to today.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and everything just circling back to a redirection.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I would love to see what you see there
Mm-hmm.
in terms of, really for me and my contribution. Um, if it, I, yeah.
So tell me this. Tell me exactly what you want me to take a look at. And the reason I want you to say it, because that's a big part of you owning it. And we are literally half of the planet is already walking through this amazing sort of what can I call it? This amazing portal that we have here. This energy right now, this gateway energy. This is just some amazing movements, some amazing shifts, and some amazing changes, and this is really about newfound, joyful, and moments and manifestation and, really sort of unearthing ourselves into our newness of, for many of us, depending on where we are in life, really sort of upgrading our cosmic avatar, our soul upgrading. You mentioned you feel like you're going through an initiation of sorts, and that's really some beautiful words to put it in, that this is the time. So, all of that being said, Roz, what are you afraid of?
Thank you, Ms. Blue, for asking and for giving me the opportunity to really clarify the
Mhm.
ask. And I think what I'm really afraid of is nothing. Gosh, I'm not afraid. What is it?
Well,
Um,
anything that is not love is fear. So, what are you afraid of?
oh,
Anything is fear.
yeah. Mhm. Mm. The thing that's bubbling up is, execution. Um, as
Is
in
it, is
having
it,
the right idea
yeah. So I
I'm
was going to
listening.
ask, is it execution or you don't know what it is? You don't know what to do. You don't know the next steps.
Thank you for posing the question. It seems like I know so much, and that there is a literal. I, I
Well,
could say
I'm
that
not
if
saying what you
symptoms of
know. Hold on. I want you to really think
okay,
about this. This is not about you knowing. I'm talking
yes,
about what you want to execute. I'm not talking
mm,
about whether you know. Of course, you know things. Of course, you know a whole lot of things. But do you know what to do next?
gosh, I feel like somewhere inside of me that answer is yes,
No,
and
no,
so
no,
that
no.
does circle
But this
this.
is what I want you to do because I need us to come
Yes,
out of the clouds and we need to get on earth.
mm-hmm.
So
Thank you.
I'm not asking what,
Mm-hmm.
see, because this is all the mind trying to
Mm-hmm.
protect from
Mm-hmm.
feeling fear. So the mind says, somewhere inside of me, you know,
Oh,
and I'm going to give you something because I know you're real enough to handle it, right? You're part of Planet Remix.
yes.
That's like going to the store, getting all of this food and coming to the line and they say, okay, that's going to be $605. And you say, I feel like somewhere in me, I have $605.
Mm.
Guess what they going to tell you with that food until you figure out where that $605 is. Darlene, you're going to put all of that food back. And you say, but hold on
Yes.
a second, hold on, because I really feel like I got $605 in me.
Listen. Mhm.
We got to get real so we can really activate and not allow these patterns, because that's all they are, to lock us in to this non productive way of thinking, of doing life, of being who we are. This isn't a question about whether or not you have the ability to know. I mean, if you just want to be a knower on the planet, you get to do that.
Mm-mm.
You get to do
Mm.
that. You
Mhm.
absolutely get to live by the theory, which is so true. Everything we need is in us. But see, here's some shit nobody will really tell you when it's about getting down to the alchemy and doing this work. How do you go in and activate that shit you don't know? And if you think it's an easy
Yeah.
job, let's just look at our history. Science still ain't figured out what junk DNA is. They still haven't figured out all the black matter seems to be growing in the universe. So yes, everything under the sun is in you. Everything that needs to be known, there is an answer for everything in this world. You're absolutely right. And it lives inside each and every single one of us. But not a one of us can survive alone. That is the riddle of the Sphinx. How is it possible that everything you need to know that is possible to dare to dream, to think, to wonder, to question, to create lives inside of us? Yet you could not survive alone.
Yeah.
So this isn't a question about intellect. We're all intelligent, right? At least if you're here, you are. And no shade to those who ain't. I don't want somebody coming for me, talking about Ms.Blue called me, said I wasn't intelligent. No, I'm not saying that. We're all intelligent. But it is an honest, simple question. And it's really up to you how you move forward with this question. And that is, do you know the next step?
No.
Now, why was that so difficult to say?
I think because like you said, I was in my head and wanting to remain optimistic and search for something I know is there, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Thank you.
Here's the thing I will tell you, and thank you for holding space for all of us, because I know I've been there. Especially before I could tap into my intuition. It's hard for me to say it was something I don't know. Oh no, I'm not going to tell you that. I'm about to do a Roz. I feel like it's in me. I feel like it's inside of me. Now don't make it come out, because I know it's in there. It's like Prego. It's in there. So, but here's the thing I want to tell you. Hold it. Don't let it go. And this is not a block. You're not being held back. You're waiting on orders from the universe. That's it. That's it. Do you know what would happen? And I know, Raj, you've been around long enough. You've seen this from people. If the universe was to unlock everything that you need to know that ever was here at one time to you, you would literally go insane. We are in such a rush. But see, we learned that lesson from Tracy Chapman, living in a fast car, and you ain't going nowhere. You just got your ass in a car thinking you taking off to go nowhere. So wait, because when you get your ready, set, go, that's when you take off. And I want you to mark this date on the calendar. Okay. You will start to feel it, all of us, around the 15th of this month. And on the 23rd, you're going to hear, go, go, go.
Look at me, I'm running.
Yes. So, slow down. time to sit back and listen. Listen closely because you're waiting on that message from the universe. Now, it's more than 8 billion people on the track. So what I don't need you doing, you can't be looking over here at this track and your ass is on this one and they tell them to go and you take off. You can't do that. You can't take off with them because they're going to say, guess what, Roz? You just disqualified yourself because you ain't on that track. So we can do this the hard way, or we could get in and ride these cosmic waves. But there's nothing wrong. I've checked your energy. Everything looks beautiful. The only thing I have a stinking complaint about is how much activity is going on in your brain. Get out of your mind. Have some fun. Start a little, don't get carried away. Pre-celebration, because you already know that you are going to be getting orders from your higher self, from God, the universe. You're not taking man's orders. See, too many times we take Instagram orders. You know, we willing to take a TikTok order. You know, we willing to take, you know, we willing to take orders from YouTube. We willing to take orders from, you know, somebody next to us. But what about your orders? What about your divine orders? That's the only orders I'm moving on. That's it. That's it, period. I'm not taking orders from Instagram. I'm not taking orders from TikTok. I'm not taking orders from YouTube, and I damn sure ain't taking orders from a track I ain't on.
Ooh.
Now, I will cheer for you. And if your outfit is cute enough, I'll be over there. Yeah, let's go. Go. My goodness. Run. Oh, I'm going to be jumping up and down. They're going to say, listen, don't get disqualified jumping up for them. You better run, Roz. You better go. You better get out there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to cheer you on. Because I know soon it's going to be my turn.
Amen.
That's it. That's it. You just, you know, think about it. Let me tell y'all something. It's a lot going on. But then again, it ain't nothing going on. You know, kind of the worst feeling in the world. It's a lot going on, but then it ain't nothing going on. You know, at the same time, celebrate everybody else who got their go on the track. Because when it's your turn, you could be fully focused and you can take off. You can take off. You can go. You could go and not have to worry about looking to the left, seeing how close that person is. You ain't got to go looking to the right. You ain't got to look behind your back. All you got to do is focus and go. That's it. And when you finish, you can go and get and celebrate with everybody who was there cheering for you. So remember, when you hear the go, that's right, that's right, that's right, that's right. That Planet Remix and the Soul Family, we all cheering for you because we know you cheering for us. Yeah.
You better know it.
So there you
You
go.
already know.
That's
Thank you
it.
so much.
Ain't nothing wrong, girl. Listen, put some socks on and smile. Get you some socks and smile. There you go, Roz. Love you so much. Thanks so much for calling in. Peace and love.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, how beautiful was that? How beautiful. Let's go to the next caller. Calling in from area code 2522. 2522, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Hello.
Hello. Greetings. Who's on the line?
Let me turn this off speaker. Oh.
Hello.
Hey, it's Brittany Vibes from North Carolina.
Hey, Brittany. Brittany Vibes.
Yeah.
Calling all in.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
What?
Are you enjoying yourself, Brittany?
Yes, I'm always enjoying myself over here with y'all. Like, oh my goodness.
It's a whole
I'm straight
moment.
cracking
It's
up.
a whole moment.
It's a whole nother other. Whole nother other. You hear me?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Listen. Yeah. So how can I help?
Yes, I just wanted to call in and just, thank you for so much of the activation, the love. I mean, my heart is just so overwhelmed with love. Like,
Oh.
I mean, from all the tools over the years, I did my lucky blueprint this morning, and I have been
Hey.
seeing 44s everywhere.
Hey.
I'm like, okay, everywhere I turn, it's like, butterflies and everything, all kinds of synchronicities.
Beautiful.
Just truly grateful,
Oh,
So yeah.
thank you. And so
Yeah,
grateful
I'm
for
just
you.
embracing
Mm-hmm.
yes, just embracing this new chapter.
Yeah.
I just been doing a lot of soul searching, just like a lot of things that I did, I used to love or I was, really invested in. I'm noticing that, noticing the shifts
Yeah.
in a lot of different directions.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just truly grateful for the growth.
Yeah. So how does it make you feel to know that, you know, you can really, really see yourself and sort of see yourself stepping into a new you know?
I'm very excited. First I was a little nervous, and then I really started to embrace it because I was like, this is really who I am, and
Yes.
it really
Yeah.
makes me happy to,
Yeah.
finally be in that frequency of just loving who I am. I've
Yes.
been saying I love myself like for the last, since the show.
Yeah.
I've been saying I love myself,
Beautiful.
and it's like I have an app, and after I say I love myself, it's a way for me to journal and just
Yes.
like really like document that and really
Yeah.
check in with myself.
Yes. And that
So
is
yeah,
so
I'm
good.
very excited.
Lots of the tools here on Planet Remix, I will say that it truly is an honor to be able to share them with all of you. I will tell you personally, for me, a lot of them came through some very, very challenging and painful lessons. So it
Right.
means so much to me that you guys take these lessons and you really, really embrace them and do the work. So, not that you can avoid life, because that's never the goal, but so that you can feel confident to know that you are creating life as you go. And when those challenges and obstacles come up, to know that you can really be in a place of trusting, you know, because trusting has a lot to do with action, you know, and you can have the faith to know, hey, it's going to be okay. We're going to make it through this. You know, we're going to be able to grow from this and not allow ourselves to get stuck, in a pattern for too long, you know? I think it's important that we
Right.
honor and be honest about how we really feel. We're supposed to feel. The goal is to feel what you need to feel, face the reality of where you are, and then you got to have a comeback. You got to come back. You just can't stay in a lower frequency for a long time because then it starts to weigh you down. You know, it starts to become a burden to the heart. You know, everything has to work harder when we're in a lower frequency. Even in our minds, our mind has to work harder. Our blood, our heart has to work harder. Our kidneys have to work harder. Our lungs have to work harder. Our blood, our cells, everything gets stressed in a lower frequency. So I think it's so beautiful. And I thank you so much for coming on and sharing. By the way, I seen your beautiful comment. And I guess it's okay to mention your brother did the spirit quest with you. What did he think of it?
Yes, he did. So it's very interesting. He called me and was like, I was right there at the mountain. And after she said the ancestors are releasing everything, I just fell asleep. I just passed out. And I was like,
Beautiful.
that's great.
Yeah.
It's your first spirit quest. It means it went straight to your subconscious. So I
Yes.
said, yeah. Like, he was like really excited. And I said, yeah, definitely, hit the replay and do it, this time of
Yeah.
week. Like,
I think,
either way, it's
yeah,
still
it's
hitting
still
that
good.
subconscious.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
amazing. I think that's so
And
beautiful. I'm
yeah,
so
I'm loving his journey right
yeah,
now. Like,
yeah,
I'm so proud of him.
yeah. And I'm loving yours. You've been with Planet Remix. I've seen you grow and still growing. And I'm so
Right.
excited for you. I'm so excited for you. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for the future and everything that it has to bring. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm truly grateful to,
Yeah.
just share these beautiful vibes with just such an amazing, with amazing space with,
Yeah.
so many amazing people. Just, by me speaking with a lot of people in the soul family, I'm like, wow, I'm truly blessed
Yeah.
to just,
Yeah.
you know, have somewhere to share my magic and meet other
Yeah.
people who
Absolutely.
sharing like so many magical things.
Yeah.
And that's very inspiring as well.
Yeah. So beautiful.
Absolutely.
So beautiful.
I
Well,
did want to ask, like,
mm-hmm.
is like the peacock like one of my spirit animals? Because I've been like
Mm.
really running into a lot of peacock synchronicities. I'm trying to
Well,
figure out what is
I'm
that
I'm
about.
sure if the peacock came up for you, I know it's definitely one of my spirit animals. I know I've talked about it on the show before, but the peacock is so beautiful. And if the peacock is coming to you, here's some of the things I would definitely tell you to do is to make sure that you research the peacock.
Okay.
Research them. Very spiritual animal. You know, when it comes to when you think about the peacock and its feathers, and you think about, I think about, remember, what is it? NBC used to come on with the famous peacock. Was that NBC
Oh yeah,
TV?
they did
You
have the
remember
peacock.
that?
I think that's yeah,
Yeah.
NBC or ABC.
One of them used to use the peacock as their symbol. You know, it represents beauty and love, and also symbolizing those things of transformation, renewal, and it speaks to often when the peacock shows up, it's about a metamorphosis taking place, a transformation taking place, and it's really a symbol that really speaks about integrity, spiritual integrity. It's also a symbol of good fortune, of good fortune, like it's connected with the peacock. The peacock is very patient. And that's one of the things when the peacock first came up for me. I really noticed it's very patient, very, 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 very patient. It's so magical when you think about the peacock and just being able to see the peacock in its symbol. It speaks to our boldness and our beauty in our lives, and is connected to so many gods and goddesses, that's out there. The peacock walks with Lakshmi. So Lakshmi, that goddess of good fortune and, compassion and creativity and all of that. So you're going to see the peacock. That symbol is there. I was talking about Kuan Yin earlier, and that's also a symbol that's connected with the goddess Kuan Yin. So the peacock is connected with Kuan Yin. It is there. You think about going back to, let me see if I can get the story right. But going back, the peacocks are connected with the angelic realm as well too. So the peacocks has a lot to do with the angelic realm. And I have a globe, Brittany, I'll have to send you a picture of it. It's a globe of a peacock. I have a picture I posted, but I don't know how long ago that picture was and what platform, Facebook or wherever I posted it. When I first got that gift, my kids gave it to me for a birthday years and years back. But the globe is like lit up and it has all this glitter and it moves around. I love the sparkles. And then it's a peacock.
Yeah.
But here's something else. The peacock is also a symbol. It's connected to a lot of different things, but in nature, the peacock eats snakes. And so because of that, the Native American considered the peacocks as sort of a protection symbol as well, because peacocks literally will kill and eat a snake, you know? I thought that was
I
so
didn't know that.
interesting. Yeah, to know that, peacocks are so beautiful. I didn't really know that they got down like that, but yeah, peacocks there. And
They about that life. Yeah.
they really are. And also the priestess, it's one of the symbols for the priestess is the peacock as well. So the peacock goes way back to every culture, even to Babylonian times, of course, when we look to the east and, the peacock comes in to really help us to step into, talk about new you, leadership, and really open up our psychic visions and be in a place of love and sophistication and have integrity and with that and loyalty. The peacock really brings all of those things connected with the goddess Oshun. The peacock
Oh,
goes
oh,
all the
wow.
way back. It's some really, really powerful some real powerful energy. So I would say work with that energy of the peacock. Find you a beautiful, peacock wallpaper. Put it on your phone. If you can get you a little peacock and put it somewhere in your sacred space. I love the spirit animals, and I'm glad you brought that up because this is a beautiful time for us to tap into that, especially those of us on the Western Hemisphere of peacocks to tap into that energy. Most of us have about up to maybe 10 to 11 spirit animals, around us. And
Right.
yeah, yeah, that's powerful, Brittany. I think you right on time with
Wow,
that
thank you.
peacock. You right on time with it.
Right. Right. I mean, like everything you said the peacock represents, I'm like, I'm in that frequency. I was just playing some
Yes.
Locksmith.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Ooh.
like not too long ago, tapping in. I was looking up
Mm.
Oshun. I'm like, okay, so I'm like, I'm tapped into the
Mm-hmm.
love, the beauty,
Yeah.
like the boldness, like you said, the sophistication.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
like, okay, that's the frequency I'm in, like in
Yeah.
real time. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
It really is. It's a
gratitude to the peacock.
Hey, I know, right? The peacock is a bad mother. Watch your mouth. Yeah, the peacock's pretty
Shut your
bad.
mouth. Okay. But
I love it.
yes,
I
oh
love
my
it.
goodness.
Yeah, so
That,
that peacock
but
is.
definitely thank you for that. And I just want to,
Mm,
just personally thank you for everything.
oh, thank
And I did
you.
sign up for the quantum frequencies today. I'm very
Hey,
excited to,
oh, we
begin
gonna.
working with you on
Oh
that.
my goodness,
Oh, we about
we
to get super magical.
listen. Oh, listen. Whole nother level of magic. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Whole nother
Right.
level. I'm so excited, and I'm going to be so excited working with all of you in the Galactic Frequency Workshop. We're going to have so much fun and do some amazing things. So I'm so grateful, so grateful for you. I love you, and thank you so much for being a part of Planet Remix. So peace and love. Thank you, Brittany. Hold the line.
Peace and love.
Oh, how
Alrighty.
amazing. Oh, how beautiful. You guys. Oh, my goodness. Let's go to the next caller. Calling in from area code 5312. 5312, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from. 5312. Going once, going twice, gone. Let's go to the next caller. Calling in from area code 2295. 2295, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, 2295. Who's on the line, please?
Hello?
Hello? We can hear you.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know I was even on. I
Oh,
apologize.
that's okay. Did you have a question? Because your hand is up and you have to press one. If not, that's okay. You are free to listen in.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm sorry. My name is William from Georgia.
Okay.
And
You're William?
no, Willie from Georgia.
Oh, Willie. Willie. Willie from
Yes, ma'am.
Georgia. Greetings, Willie from Georgia. Is this your first time calling in?
No, I had called in maybe like a few years ago
Mm-hmm.
and just pretty much just well, I have to admit I'm nervous, so
That's okay. You want some
yeah.
sparkles?
Yeah, I'll take
I'll
the
give you
sparkles.
some. I'll give you some sparkles. It's gonna really help you. You know. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, Willie. Hold on. Let me give you some sparkles. Tell you, them sparkles will change your life. There you go. There you go. Got some sparkles.
Yep. Well, I was thinking,
Mm-hmm.
I was, I was gonna ask if I can, if it's alright, if I can hear my ancestors might have for me, if that's okay.
Yeah, we can definitely see that. Let me ask you a question. When you say you want to see if your ancestors have something for you, did you have something in mind? I don't need to know who you want to talk to, because I see quite a few people standing by you. Actually, I see a woman, and she looks like she could be a grandmother, and she actually looks like she's your grandmother on your mother's. Hmm. Hmm.
Wow, sounds about right.
On your mother's
Wow.
side. This is your grandmother on your mother's side, but there's another woman there, and she's making it known that I don't think she had an opportunity to meet you, but it looks like your great grandmother on your father's side. So you have them there. I also see someone else. This looked like somebody who could have been a friend, maybe a younger cousin who passed away kind of young, or a friend or close to the family friend. But it feels like family, but it feels like a friend. Do you know who that could be?
My best guess would probably be a cousin that died maybe a few, what was it, in 2021?
Mm,
Yeah, he's about, oh, wow, actually, he committed suicide. So I'm not
yeah.
sure if that's him, but wow,
I'm
yeah.
going to say yeah. And even though you guys might have interacted when you were young, you really didn't know each other, but you knew each other sort of. I kind of feel like maybe
Right.
when you were
We knew of each other,
younger.
right, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so
Hmm.
this is him there, and yeah, you got quite a few people that is on the other side, that's in the ancestor realm there. Your grandmother is super excited. She's like pinching your cheeks and rubbing your hair. I'm very, very proud of you. I see that you just recently went through a spiritual awakening and now you're questioning your whole life, your existence, kind of want to run away, go to another place, wish you could disappear, go somewhere else. Should I continue?
Right. Oh yeah, you're right on point. Whew, you're right on. Yeah, that disappearing thing. I'm like, yo, I went. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I was like, yo, if I could just, I wouldn't mind if I just. It's kind of like getting away from somewhere and just going to a better place or whatever.
Yes.
Not dying, not
No,
not
no,
not,
no.
not nothing that
I'm
serious.
not
Just like,
saying dying
yeah,
because if Ms.Blue meant dying, I would have said dying. Trust me. Have no problems with
right.
it.
No, I got you.
But no, no, no. I
Right.
wasn't thinking dying, but just starting a
Mhm.
whole new life. Like where no one knows
Right.
you. Mm, 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 mm. It's okay. So much vibration is here. Folks is trying their best to get in. They're trying. They're really trying. But it's okay. It's
Wow.
okay. It's okay. Yeah. Hmm. But go ahead. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Um. Well, yeah, I've done just a lot of just different spiritual things for myself, and just
No, no, no. How
the
bad
oh
do you want it?
hmm, wow, I feel like I'm on the fence. Yeah, I feel like I'm on the fence
It's okay. I mean, that's
when
a
it comes to
perfect place because
yeah.
if you was gonna say, Ms.Blue, I want it so bad, I want it, I want it, oh, it's everything. I would tell you how to get it. But since you're still on the fence,
Right.
we're just gonna push that
Right.
to the side, and you can
Mm-hmm.
keep going. Yep. So go ahead. You were telling me
About
about how much spiritual work you were doing. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The whole wanting it bad thing and just doing spiritual things. Yeah, I guess you could say my I guess I don't know. I just feel just I guess like stuck. I
Mm.
just feel just
Hmm.
stuck.
So
Yeah.
let me ask you a question. What do you enjoy doing?
Um. Well, I know I'm good at
Not what
I
you're
know
good
when I'm
at.
on this. I
Not
never
what you're
get.
good at. What
Oh,
you enjoy doing.
sometimes nothing. Sometimes I just feel like just chilling out and just watching videos and
Well, that's doing something.
on
Uh-huh.
YouTube.
Mm-hmm. 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 So you enjoy watching videos. And what do you love doing? Like absolutely like it. You love it so much. What is that?
Like love doing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Here's what I want you to do, Willie. Um, I want you to really think about what brings you joy. What do you enjoy doing? You know, is it watching your favorite anime? Um, is it playing your favorite video game? I want you to explore. If you were in self invested, that's what we're covering right now because this is bringing us into the new you and we're doing spiritual exploratory magic. I need you to get deep within yourself and really find those things that bring you joy, that light you up within inside. And if you don't know what that is, take a class because I'm telling you, one of the things I think you would be absolutely amazing at is really working in the capacity somewhere where you could travel and you could sort of explain things to people. So, not a tour guide
Wow.
necessarily, but you would be
Yeah.
amazing. Like, if I ever needed to go to a museum, I would want you to be the person to take me through and tell me about everything that I'm looking at because you're not going to miss a detail. You're going to know the history behind it. You're going to get excited about it. And you're going to tell me everything that I need to know because that's what you are. You are an amazing researcher. Like you could research to the yang and find things that people often forget or overlook or think is not important. You know, oh, you need to pay attention. Look at this. Yeah.
Wow. That is so true. Because I was on an Instagram live earlier, and I pretty much it was like, yeah, I'm just doing a test on here, and then I just started diving into something that I seen in the sky and just broke it all
Yeah.
down. I'm like, yeah,
Yes.
man, I seen this and I seen that, and yeah, you're right. I pretty much just broke it down into great detail. It's like being able to just being able to express myself the
Yes.
way
Look how
I
you
would
just lit
desire to do
up.
that.
Look at that. You see how you just lit up? That's it. I want you
Yeah,
to,
that expression thing is definitely a big thing of mine because like,
yeah.
and of course when dealing with family and stuff, it's like okay, I can't really. It's like when you're dealing with
Yeah.
it's like there's two different energies, like night and day. It's like I love to talk to them, but they're not like there when it comes to just speaking and being able to
Yeah.
express myself.
Well,
But
they got
usually with
they
people
have their
online,
they
it's kind of
have
like a
their
distant family.
yeah,
Oh,
but they have their own work that they have to do. They have their own
right.
work. So it's okay that they don't get as excited about the things you get excited about. I'm telling you, I think you should look into those things. And if you're doing a video, why don't you start making videos and expressing what you see in the sky? But I'm going to tell you something else you're connected to. You're connected to artifacts and you're connected to crystals. So I would say Even if it's you going to the crystal store and getting some crystals and maybe doing your channel and saying, hey, I want to share with you guys this crystal I got. Here's some information I found. But let me tell you what I am seeing in this energy with this crystal. And just get out there and express yourself. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
amazing. I think it's amazing, Willie. And that energy is all over you. You are a researcher and you can research things and find details that often people overlook. So I want you to really dive into that passion because your whole energetic body, your ethereal body just lit up like a Merkaba about to take off when I said that to you. You just ching, you just lit up. You lit up. You lit up.
Mhm.
So I don't want you to
Yeah.
lose that dream. Start writing down all these ideas you have. And it's okay to watch videos and enjoy them. But I don't want you to stop living because a part of why you're feeling like you're feeling is because you're not taking action on these things that you know your heart, your soul, your spirit is calling you to do. So promise me, promise Miss Blue, Willie, that you will take some action, even if it's a TikTok post, even if it's an Instagram post, something so you can start putting this out there. Okay?
I promise. Yes, ma'am. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, love you so much, Willie. We look forward to the new
Love you
you
too.
and everything that is to come. So thanks for calling in. Peace and love. Oh, that was so good, you guys. We had to slow walk Willie a little bit, but he got in there. He got in there. Sometimes that's what it is. We need people in our lives that can hold space for us when we can't see the greatness in ourselves. But we even have to be discerning in that and trust ourselves enough to open up that the right people will come along, the right teachers will come along, the right sacred spaces will present themselves to you because we are living in that time. So put it out there with a high vibration, put it out there with love, and it will come to you. You will get the confirmation. The universe has one job, and that is to give you back the reflection you're putting out there. So, yeah, we're going to give little Willie so much love. And we're going to go to the next caller. I got to keep an eye on the time because, listen, I'm over here drinking this Kwa Yin Cosmic tea with some liquid magic in it. And I got my C.O. Bigelow night balm on, and I have my I Feel anointing body oil on, and it's a whole vibe. And I have my cosmic stars lighting up my whole entire room. Oh, it's so beautiful. I think I will sleep this way tonight. But we're going to go to the next caller. Enough about me. My kids say I'm a big toy. My kids say I'm a big kid. I say, yeah, that's right. I am. I love it. I absolutely love it. So we're going to go to the next caller. Calling in from area code 5312. That's you. 5312, you're live on Planet Remix. And thank you all for the super chats. 5312, you're live on Planet Remix. Please, while I get some more I Feel, tell us who you are and where you're calling from. Greetings. 5312. Okay, you got a minute. I'm putting on some more oil. Okay, we're going to go to... Oh, this smells divine. Gosh. And I just got my nails cut down too. Nice and fresh. We're going to go to the next caller. Let's go to the next caller. who's calling in from area code 2295. 2295, you're live on Planet Remix. 2295. 2295. Uh-oh. 2295 bounced. More bounce to the ounce. Y'all remember that? Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. See, our aliens came back to visit. You know, I kind of gave them an extended vacation. And they called me up last week, and there was a little, a little upset. They was like, you put us on vacation and, but we're ready to come back to work. And, then they called me today and said that they seen the show when Self-Invested Astrology members came on, and they were a little upset, that they did not get a chance to work that night. And I told them, if I knew, because we had agreed they would come back to work on the 10th, that, I would have let them come back in earlier. Their cousins actually had to go out into a new galaxy, and they're working on something very big for us, but they will be back. They're still trying to train them up. I told them I'm satisfied. How do y'all feel about the work they're doing? I'm satisfied with them. I mean, they're very consistent. I wish they could get some other moves. But they said, they're kind of working on it. So, we good with that. We're real good with that. So we're going to go to the next caller. Calling in, let me see. Did I go there yet? No, I don't think I did. Calling in from 8544. 8544, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from. Ooh. Don't tell me Willie shut it down. That's it. I think our work here is done. Listen, I think our work here is done. I think our work here is done. No, it's not done? Okay, well, listen, y'all better listen. I think we done put some people is. Oh, okay. Well, let's go to the next caller. Calling in from area code 4017. 4017, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Hi, Ms.Blue. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Who's on the line, please?
Hi, my name is John.
Greetings to you, John.
I'm calling from Providence.
You're calling where?
From Providence, Rhode Island.
Okay, you're calling from Providence, Rhode Island. Good. Is this your first time calling in, John?
I'm a silent listener. I listen to you all the time.
Oh, you're a silent listener.
I just never I never call in.
You never call in, but you calling in today. You ain't silent today.
Yeah, there's a whole lot going on, and I'm just trying to find out why me.
Okay, well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, John. Wait, did you say John?
Yes.
Okay. Very interesting. John. Okay, John. You kind of broke up just a little bit. Say that again for us, John.
I said, oh no, I said, why so interesting?
Very interesting that you told me your name is John. That's interesting. I mean, I love it. I'm here for it. You can be whoever you want to be here. I'm listening.
I'm so loving you, Ms.Blue.
I'm listening, John. I'm listening.
Thank you for allowing me to be
You're so
who
welcome.
anyone I want to be.
Yeah, you can be whoever you want to be.
Thank you. All right. So this is going
Okay.
on. So, um, I got married last November.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, about a year ago,
Mm-hmm.
and pretty much, I was with the woman that I got married to. She had 3 kids, but when I met them, they was all young.
Yes.
So I kind of like grew up with them,
Mm-hmm.
but then it's like I had an issue with one of the daughters, the older one. So then I end up separating from the house.
Mm.
So I'm trying to find out what's going on.
Okay.
Like,
You mean if you're going to get back in the house?
well, I mean, I miss my I just kind of miss the family,
Yeah.
and you know,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
So let me ask you a question. You said that you kind of got what happened with the oldest one? You two had an argument?
Well, I mean, we had many arguments. Well, not arguments. I mean, I'm kind of a strict person
Yes.
per se.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm from the islands, so
Mm.
it's a different kind of strict.
Okay. I get it. All right.
So, so basically, um, yeah, we kind of had a disagreement. She went and told her mom some issues and stuff like that. And I mean, the mom being who she is, I mean, naturally, I can't fault her for believing her daughter and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So,
I'm just kind of,
so did the daughter lie on you? Or did she
yes.
give her interpretation of what she felt happened?
Well, yeah, that's exactly what it is. She kind of felt. I mean, she kind of gave her interpretation of what. Yeah, actually, that's a good description of what she think that happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so when you went to talk to the mother, your wife,
Yes.
this is what I'm curious about, okay?
Okay.
Because I'm reading your energy. And this is what is making me so curious, but I promise your spirit guides I would not dip in too fast. I promise them. You're from the islands. You're a very strict man. How did it come that you got put out?
Well, the thing
Mm.
is mother. I mean, when the daughter went and told the mom whatever happened, the mom reacted,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm living on my own.
Yeah, but there's like this big chunk in the story that's missing. So the daughter told the mother that
Right.
I wanted to do XYZ. John came in here and said XYZ, and I told him X, Y, and Z. And then John told me X, Y, and Z. And I was like, you ain't X, Y, and Z. And he said, you don't talk to me X, Y, and Z. Next thing I know, me and John did what?
Well, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't more. It wasn't nothing that me and John did. It was more or less like, I mean, okay, let me kind of fill you in a little bit.
John, before you fill me
Yeah.
in, I want you to know I really know what happened, but I want you to tell the story.
Okay. So, like, so basically, the daughter growing up, I was kind of always in her business,
Mm-hmm.
but not necessarily in her business. It was in our business because she was living in our household,
Yes.
and I was kind of like trying to stop her from getting herself into a lot of promiscuous. I can't say the word promiscuity.
Yeah, promiscuous
Promiscuous
activities. Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. So then I kind of felt like, at some point, she kind of felt some kind of way. But that's just my view on it. I'm not sure.
Mm. So, what
So,
exactly did you do to stop her from being promiscuous?
well, I mean, I was always in her phones. Like I was always in her phones, and then I had cameras in the like at one point I had a camera in the house,
Mm.
and then after the mom had told me to get rid of the camera, I got rid of the camera
Mm-hmm.
and whatnot. So it's like there were just different things. I was always catching her doing like different things,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, in the end,
John,
I was just trying to explain.
John,
Yes,
John,
yes.
listen at me real good. Listen at me real good. By no means am I here. Let me ask you a question before I say that. Are you in the blue room by chance?
I am not.
Good. Good. So listen at me real quick. Just listen at me. Did you ever think that invading her privacy by going in her phone, now we're going to talk details, looking at her pictures she was
Hmm.
sending to people, pictures she was
Yes,
posting, putting a camera in the house, in her room, was really stepping over the line between you wanting to make sure she wasn't being promiscuous and not you being promiscuous on her.
the question is, was it like that? Was I trying to be
No, no,
promiscuous on
no.
her?
That's not the question. I said, did you ever think how this could come across as looking?
No, but no, you know why?
I'm listening.
Because it's like, I always looked at them. I always looked at her like my daughter.
I get that.
Like
But even
I
if
always treated her.
well, she is your daughter. If you married and you raised her, she
Right.
is your daughter. So listen to what I'm saying. You don't
Yes.
think at some point that what you were doing crossed the line between stopping her from being promiscuous and now you coming across as someone preying on her innocence.
I think after I had a discussion with the mom, and she kind of explained it to me from a different view,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of seen it. But then I don't know. I guess we was kind of raised different because we was raised, and again, this is what she had to point out. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Miss Blue.
Yes.
It's like living with her, living with the mom.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of taught me a lot about dealing with kids
Yeah.
and how to approach kids on different levels.
Yes.
Because, like I said, I'm from a very strict household, and
I
like
get it.
growing up with
I,
my
I
father.
really, really believe you, John. And so what I'm saying to you though, at some point, all of these things you were doing was not working. It
I mean,
just hear me out. It wasn't working.
okay,
It didn't stop
yes,
her from being promiscuous. So my thing is, after you realized that that was not working and she was
hmm
still doing these behaviors, why didn't you stop and say, because Your words, not mine. You come from a very strict household. Why didn't you say, okay, I'm going to take all this down. I'm going to stop going in your phone and I'm going to another level of getting you to stop doing these things? Why would we stay doing something that wasn't working?
Ms.Blue,
Mm-hmm.
I did do that. And to some degree, like up to today, I think what I was doing, the strictness worked to some level because it's like she stopped for a while. She stopped texting. She wasn't on the phone. She wasn't like talking to different people. At
How
least
do
not
you
that
how
I
do
was
you know
aware
she
of.
stopped? Are you still checking her phone? How do you know?
No, no. No, because we kind of took away the phones for a while. We took away the phones and we kind of went back to the retro style
Okay.
where it was
Very
like,
good. So
fine.
stay with me because I want to get some understanding here. So her mother knew you had cameras in her room.
At first she didn't.
Okay. So we don't need to go any further on that, John, because the
Okay.
mother didn't know. This is where you made a great error.
Yes.
Do you see that? Because the
Yeah,
mother didn't know. So,
absolutely.
like you said, even though you raised them like they were your children, and truly you were in the careship of being their parent, by you doing this without your partner, your wife, and you two doing this together, nothing in this world and probably in this lifetime is going to change the doubt of what the real intention was that you were doing.
Yes, I know.
I
My
want,
wife tells me all the time.
yeah. This is where this comes in. I'm not saying she won't ever say, forgive you, or you guys attempt to work on this again. But I think more importantly, because initially, I know you said you want your family back, but you're going to have to, if this is something you really want, you're going to have to really get yourself in the position where you can get some sort of mentorship to really understand, number one, what you did and the severity of what you did, right? And number two, on what are some proper ways of being around children, and let us go a step further, and even being around women, period. Because
Well,
I'm listening.
I think, Mr. Blue, to be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
it's like my background was working with kids, behavioral kids, right?
But I'm not
Like I
talking
said,
about
going into
I'm not, and I just want to add this, I'm not talking about your background of working with children. I'm talking about when it comes to the values and the ethics. Anybody can work with
okay,
children. Anyone can work with
yeah,
children until they can't. So we have some,
yeah,
and excuse the French here, but we have some of the most horrible individuals sometimes that get access to innocent children. So
yeah,
I understand if you have a background in working with children, which is even more alarming that somehow you didn't feel that this was wrong. And so the challenge then becomes, and I do believe you, even if this was your birth child, you still would have done this. I don't believe that you would have changed what you was doing. I don't believe that. And this is why I'm saying to you, you need some support with understanding about where lines are being crossed. Because not only were you doing it to the children, and by the way, you don't have to agree with anything that I say, but you was also doing it to the mother. You was doing it to the whole family. And a big part of that was because of how you were raised, which in my personal, from what I can see, was in a very abusive and a very hostile environment that was based on fear and control environment. And so that's all you knew. And you thought this is the way you become a husband, and this is what you do when you're a father. And now you're seeing that maybe there are some things you need to adjust and do different. And I think that is, you're in a beautiful space to grow and to heal and to move forward. Yeah. Hello?
I'm here, Miss Blue.
Yeah. Yeah. So talk to us now. What is it that you really want at this time? Like if you could have best case scenario, what would it be?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that again?
I said, if you could have best case scenario, what would that be?
Best case scenario,
Mm-hmm.
they with women and the children I grew up with.
So,
I've come to see as adults.
so what have you attempted to do to show that you're willing to do what you need to do to start at least opening up the conversation back with your wife and your family?
No, well, the thing is, I speak to my wife constantly. It's not like she don't speak to me. It's just that she needed to know, she just needed to know certain aspects of the situation because she wanted to know whether or not, I saw my daughter for my daughter and not as something else.
Of
You know,
course.
and
But you can understand why she would think that, right?
oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I totally agree. Like I said, we sat down and we had many discussions, and just living with her alone,
Yes.
I was able to grow in so many ways.
And
You
and
know
I
what I'm saying?
and
Because first,
and let me ask you,
huh?
do you love her?
Absolutely.
Okay, so hold on. Because you keep talking about how you were able to grow. And not so much about what you were able to do there. And that kind of raises a little bit of a red flag because are you saying, and it's nothing wrong if this is the case, is she raising you too? Because you keep saying you were able to grow with her. But what were you able to do for the family as the man in the family, as the father in the family? The father is the one who's supposed to take you into the future. Where is your role that is needed there? What were you doing there? I get it that you were able to grow and see so many things. What do you feel that you were contributing to the family?
Well, number one, from even kind of flabbergasted actually
Mm.
that question. Um, I provided everything for the family.
Tell me what that
You
looks
know, it's
like.
like
Tell me what that looks like.
so in terms of like the education plans and stuff. I
Yes.
made sure the kids went to school. I
Mm.
made sure that like my wife, she don't work. She stays home.
Mm-hmm.
I go to work. I
Mm-hmm.
sure that their homework get done. I
Yeah.
make sure that they did their chores.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying? Like even, I mean,
And that's
pretty much the whole
beautiful.
structure.
And guess what? You was doing way too much. Who's taking care of the family now?
Well, my wife is there.
Who's providing for the family now? Now that you're not there.
I still am.
So you're still providing
I'm not
you're taking care of the family, you're providing them financially, you're doing all of those things.
right. Like I'm still paying the rent. I'm still paying. Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that's good. That's good that you're still doing that. And taking care of the family. So, have you and your wife thought about some sort of counseling for you and the family?
Um, I mean, I told her that I was willing at one point
Mm-hmm.
to try to get counseling, and I never really pursued it, but I definitely wanted to sit down and talk to somebody. I mean, not so much just for me,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like there's this stigma that, you know, men are supposed to be men. Sometimes you
You
want to
think
get
that's
stuff
a
off your chest,
stigma?
and
You think that's a stigma? I'm just messing with you, John. John said it's a stigma that men's supposed to be men. Wait a minute, John.
huh?
No.
No, basically what I'm saying is
Uh-huh.
we're not supposed to have, like to be able to express ourselves in
Yeah,
any
yeah,
kind of. We're supposed to suck it up, basically,
yeah,
and just keep chucking, and
yeah.
every now and then we got and we want to just kind of lay it all out on the table, and without being demoralized.
Yes. Well, I'm certainly not
You know,
demoralizing you, but I am not going to bullshit you either. I'm going to keep it real because I know you want real
oh,
solutions here. So,
I,
I,
that's what
I
I'm
really,
talking.
I really, really do believe that you meant well. I really do. Otherwise, we'd be having a whole, listen, we'd be having a whole nother conversation, John. John, you already know. If I even for inkling, a inkling felt that it was something else. But I really think that it was your arrogance and your ignorance that you felt like in order for you to be the man in that family that you had to control your family. There's a difference between giving people structure, giving children boundaries, setting rules, having values, and controlling. Totally different.
I I agree with you.
Yeah. That's where you erred because when this young lady, this young girl would not listen to what her mother was saying or what you was saying, the first thing that popped in your mind is, I'm going to make you. And I want you to hear these words very good. They're going to chill you a little bit, but I promise you I'll thaw you out right after. You said, men are supposed to be men. And then you went on to explain, that you can't express your feelings without being, what was the word you used, John? Demoralized.
Demoralized.
And that is exactly what you did to your family. You demoralized them. Ouch. You demoralized them. Do you understand what I'm saying? And this, what you did, your greatest fear, and often, John, that's what happens. Our greatest fear becomes what we reflect on to other people and what we do to other people. And your greatest fear is what you did to your family. You felt, if you're not going to listen to me, if you're not going to do what I say do, I'm going to demoralize you. And this
Mm.
is the issue. You demoralize them. So a lot of things are broken, but you can come back from this. But you have to really promise me that you will find you a mentor group, a group of men, listen to Planet Remix, do some work, get some support so that you can understand that raising a family is not about controlling a family. It's not controlling. It's not forcing them. It's not taking away a person's will. It's not about demoralizing them and controlling everything that they do. Because the more that you do that, the more they're going to fight in another direction, a completely different direction.
Right.
So
You are absolutely.
I would suggest that you wait until around the 26th of this month. You invite your family
Okay.
out to a public place, nice, quiet, where you can eat dinner. Invite them to come to dinner. You sit down and you prepare something to say to each of them about what happened. Be honest, what you
Yes.
did, where you effed up at, and what boundaries you will begin, or what boundaries, what reevaluate, how you reevaluate your life. Because this is really about your life and how you will take responsibility for you. And just because you pay the
Mm-hmm.
bills, it doesn't mean you control them. And then I need you to come from the place of letting them know that you love them and you don't want to see anything bad happen to anyone in your family. And really share how that would really crush your heart, because this is what this is about. But when you felt like no one was respecting you or listening to you, that's when you started tightening the reins and trying to control even more. But I feel there's a lot of love between the family, your wife and you, the children and you. But you can't come in as the boogie monster and think that that's going to make people like you. And you have to be
You're right.
very careful, probably for the next 20 years, on how you step to your daughter who you demoralized. And you got to let her know. You got to stay away from men that have some of the qualities that I have raised you with. And you have to be prepared to be a new man, a new husband, and a new father whenever you're in your presence, their presence, and the world present. Because the moment you entertain any of those thoughts again, my, John, you're going to slip back down that black hole again. And your ego is going to have you back on a power trip. And you can't keep blaming that this was how you were raised, because you're a grown-ass man now. It's time for you to understand the difference between how you were raised and what is truly the right thing to do.
Okay.
And I'm done here. I'm going to give you some
Oh,
sparkles. Go
no,
ahead.
no, no, Ms.Blue. Can I? Well,
Yes.
what's my spirit guide?
Say that one more time. I'm listening.
Trying to find it, cause I mean, I'm trying
No.
to find out I have these like crazy dreams sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like people are constantly talking to me. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to like what's like
Yeah,
spirit guides.
you got spirit guides, total number of spirit guides. Believe it or not, this is real interesting to me. And I'm going to give you your spirit guides. Total number of spirit guides that you currently have is 7. You have 7 spirit guides. We're in a universal year of 7. Now, of those 7 spirit guides, they are really here to help you transform. You really got to upgrade
Right?
all your shit. You need to be reading books, watching videos. You need to get with what was the young brother's name that came on earlier? What was his name? Willie. You need to get with Willie. You know, you need to be watching YouTube videos, things to improve you. You need to be hanging around positive men doing some amazing things. And I'm going to give you somebody to study because I see them standing behind you. And that person that I'm going to tell you, and interesting enough, I'm still working through why he is your designated spirit guide that showed up for you, is Muhammad Ali. Very interesting. What's your connection with
Wow.
Muhammad Ali? Tell me what you know about Muhammad Ali.
I mean, I think my wife asked me a question recently, and wait, did I ask her the question? The question was, would I, if there was somebody that I would want to like talk to,
Mm-hmm.
like, and I thought that was, like he would be like the perfect person that I wish I can converse with.
Well, you can. So who was the person you came up with? Was it Muhammad Ali?
Right? Yes. So that he's like
So
one
so
because
so hold on, because I this is a real. We not gonna skip past no magical moments over here now, because I'm not making shit up. And I had no idea you and your wife had this conversation, but I'm telling you, Muhammad Ali was standing right there, and he's here to be your mentor. You know, one of the things that Muhammad Ali did, and I want you to study his story because he has a very, very interesting story, and one that sometimes gets glossed over and we don't really pay attention to, and really embrace how powerful. Talk about a new you. Muhammad Ali really changed his life and his whole legacy of who he was, and became a new you, a new person, starting with him connecting himself with the Nation of Islam. And, that was just his way when he changed his name. And then he refused to be, when he was supposed to go to war, he refused to go to war in the 60s. He didn't do it. But yet he traveled.
I had
Go ahead. You said what?
no about the same time when he refused. I had an uncle of mine who refused as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of incarcerated at the same time.
Mm. Well, I want you to study the brother Muhammad Ali, because he has some powerful lessons for you as a man, as a father, as a person who wants to start anew and really show up as their best self, as their best self. Really study his story, study him. They didn't call him the greatest for no reason. And it wasn't just for his boxing skills, it was everything. It was his activism, it was his love, it was his way of being able to stand for what he believed, but still treat people with respect and kindness at the same time, you know? So,
Yes.
yeah. He has a lot of things to really share with you. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I know you said I'm gonna try on the 26th to try to invite the
Somewhere
whole
after the
family.
26th. Don't do it before. Don't do it. No, don't do it
Okay.
before. Don't do it before.
Now, if my daughter don't want to do it, should I just leave it alone?
You're already bringing something negative in. Don't even mention
I'm
it.
so sorry.
Don't even think about that. That's right. And really don't see it as her not wanting to come. And you invite them all to say what you have to say. But don't start making
Okay.
this about her being negative. She's not being negative at all. So don't even
Okay.
start thinking about it until we get somewhere to the 16th of the month. Don't even start thinking about it until then. Don't even
All
start
right.
talking about it until then. Meanwhile, you got some work to do, my brother. You do. A lot of work. A lot of work. Yeah, but it's okay. I'm going to give you some sparkles. And
Thank
we're going to send you lots of love and keep loving yourself in this process and being open. Being open. All right? All right. So
thank
there.
you so much, Miss Blue. I appreciate
You're so welcome. Peace and love. Hold the line. Hold the line.
it.
Yeah. All right. Chat and chill, the new you. Had a lot of people show up, a lot of spirit guides show up, a lot of amazing energy from each and every single one of you. I have an ask, and that is if you are still here listening, couple of things I want you to take away. Number one, I definitely want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. You guys are really getting down in that blue in that blue room over there. But I definitely want you to come back and let's have some real conversation. Dive in deep in that conversation that's there. And I want you to share your comments. Let's put some high vibrational comments in the comment section. This is really where I want us to really thrive as a soul group, that we really, really are really taking this information in and leaving some thoughts. Your takeaway, your top three takeaways from tonight's share with everyone. I want to say thank you to everyone for all of your beautiful divine energy. We are all walking through this amazing portal, this amazing gateway, but we need to do it in a way where we are very much grounded in our reality as it is, and yet we are still in the process that we're open to endless possibilities of creating the life that we love, that we deserve, and doing that from a place of love. For love. So I want you all to be good to yourself, be good to each other, keep loving yourself, keep loving each other. And yeah, we'll be back here because we have the solstice that is coming up here really, 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 really soon. Really, really soon. And yeah, that's going to be pretty exciting. I am so looking forward to reading all of your responses. Don't forget, we have Galactic Frequency Workshop that is coming up here, and I look forward to all of you, as many as you as feeling called to join me. Join me in the Galactic Frequency Workshop. So peace and love, soul family. Have an amazing, wonderful weekend. Oh yeah. Planet Remix. One of the most amazing, electrifying, healing places in our galaxy. Oh yeah. Thank you so much for the super chat donation. Oh my goodness. What a night. I don't even know what I'm going to do to just kind of get myself to wind down a little bit here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can't wait. I am so excited. I definitely want to read your comments, hear what you all have to say. I love you all so much. Ashe to the ancestors. Oh, yeah. And oh, by the way, Happy Born Day to everyone who is celebrating a born day in the month of March. All of the March babies, happy Born Day. And want to say thank you for the Super Chat donations, for everyone who gave Super Chat donations. Blessings to you. Had a lot of good conversation here tonight. Lot of revelations as we step into this new era and this new chapter of becoming crystalline beings. That's what's actually happening. You are crystallizing. Every part of your body, of your soul, of your spirit is upgrading. This is not the time. This is not the time to give up on you, to give up on your dreams, your hopes, your desires. If something isn't working, then you do not give up on you. You find another way. Find another way. The universe will guide you step by step, listening to your intuition, trusting your higher self, keeping those channels open to the divine, looking for those signs and symbols that are right in front of your face, and making it happen through action, dedication, and spiritual integrity. They all will lead you to the greatest manifestations in your life. Oh yeah. I love this beat. It's called Back to the Motherland. Back to the motherland, because the mothership is in you.
This is an emergency broadcast from the headquarters. Please listen. We have agents missing.
That's right. We have some agents that are missing. That's right. It's time to wake up, baby. This is Bond is Black. All right, soul family. We are out of here. Peace and love to you all. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love it. And I love you all, soul family. Peace and love.
magician or secret agents. This is an